Hi guys, this is Sherry Vegas and welcome back to my channel. So in this candle tutorial, we're going to be talking about something that we need to stop doing when it comes to candle making. So I thought I'd do a video on this topic because coming into the Christmas season, we are going to start to see more and more of this when it comes to candle making. It's prevalent absolutely everywhere, and I've got to say this is something that I used to do when I first started making candles because I was still learning and I didn't have the knowledge that I have now. And also too, it just seems like everyone is doing this, so you kind of assume that it is safe to do or it's fine to do when it comes to decorating your candles, because it's everywhere. You can buy these types of candles in stores. You see candle making tutorials on YouTube and in-person workshops. And I've got to say that I have put up a tutorial many years ago, which I have now taken down, about this particular thing. And it's something that I'm telling you not to do now, but I was telling you to do it then because I just didn't have the knowledge. But we especially see it at Christmas time, and that is adding certain items into our candles that can be quite dangerous and cause fire hazards. So the first thing that you're going to see whenever you type in to Pinterest or to Google, whatever, any Christmas candle. So if you type that in, you're going to see photos like this pop up. All of these come up as soon as you type in Christmas candle, Christmas themed candle, or holiday themed candle. And it is all so prevalent, it's everywhere. So if you were a brand new person to making candles, you would just assume that it's completely fine to do because it just is everywhere, and you can see these candles being sold in stores. But it's adding natural items like cinnamon, pine cones, orange, and rosemary into candles for Christmas time. Now, normally when we think of Christmas time, we do think of those scents. Now, I get coming into Christmas time, we do very much associate those scents with Christmas. So if you were making a Christmas themed candle, it would seem like the obvious option of a great way to decorate your candle is to add those particular items in and sort of give that candle the wow factor. But something that really just is never really talked about is those items are quite flammable, and that can be a really dangerous thing to add into a candle. So why these three particular items? Well, first up is pine cones, and yes, we do associate Christmas with them, but pine cones' nickname is called fire starter. So I think that's pretty obvious why we don't want to be adding that into a candle next to an open flame, if not on top of an open flame. They are also decently sizable that you see on candles, and that's a big flame if it was caught alight, the same with a cinnamon stick. So pine cones are something that you add into your fire to help it get started and to help it ignite faster. So that's why they have that nickname of fire starter, and it's a definite no-no in adding into any candle at all. There's no way of getting around that unless you want to do wax melts. The same with the cinnamon stick. One, you generally see whole cinnamon sticks added in, and if that cinnamon stick caught alight, that's going to be once again a really big and high and dangerous flame. But not just about the size of the cinnamon stick that you do see in candles, it's also the fact that cinnamon is just a spice that is very flammable. And the last one is adding citrus into your candles. So orange peel contains a particular oil in it that is incredibly flammable, and when it is put next to a fire, it will ignite. So those are the three main culprits that I see all the time in sort of Christmas themed candles, and they are just so incredibly flammable, and generally you see massive pieces added in, not just little bits here and there. If you do still want to use these elements in your candle making, I would suggest doing wax melts, because wax melts don't go anywhere near an open flame, so you can still decorate wax melts really beautiful with cinnamon and with pine cones and with citrus in them, but they're not coming in contact with an open flame, so it's a lot more safer option. Or you can also do something like this, where you just decorate the outside of the candle. So I have fragranced this as an orange and cinnamon candle, and then I've just added some on the outside, a cinnamon stick, some rosemary, and some orange on the outside, and tied it up. And I still get that really cute Christmas feel, that rustic sort of natural Christmas feel, but I don't have the fire hazard. You could also, if you wanted to do a Christmas candle, skip out all the natural items and do some Christmas embeds just like this. So I've got a little gingerbread man and a candy cane and a star that are all made out of wax and are completely fine to be in this candle. You can also use bio glitters on your candles to give a little bit of extra sparkle and give that little bit of Christmas magic. You can also just color your candles with some wax dyes in the Christmas colors that you like. And I feel like something else that is sort of a growing trend and it's quite worrying is putting all of these items in a pillar candle. I am seeing this everywhere. It's all over Pinterest and it does look super cute. It's a really cool idea for a pillar candle, but it makes it even more dangerous because you don't have a container containing that candle anymore. So you don't have like that glass barrier, and I'm seeing quite a lot of cinnamon sticks added in, quite a lot of citrus. And if one of those cinnamon sticks was to fall into the flame and catch alight, you have no barrier at all holding it in. And that can be a really big fire hazard. And if more of those catch alight, that could create quite a big flame. So definitely do not do the pillar candles with those items in. Like, if you want to, and you don't want to take my advice, that's completely fine. If you want to keep making Christmas candles or any sort of candles and adding those items in, I cannot stop you. But I just wanted to share this information because this is something that I used to do and I used to think it was safe. And I feel like there is so much misleading information out there online over this because you just see it everywhere that you would just assume that it was safe. And I don't want any of you guys doing sort of candle practices that are unsafe. So I hope this video has helped you. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. And if you're new to my channel and you want to learn more about candle making, then please do subscribe. Thank you guys so much.